I mean, if you go into a scout shop, you may hit a employee that's like, oh no, we have to have the advancement report and such. Okay, most of them are going to go, we understand the situation if you describe it to them, because they're there to sell stuff.
Yeah.
And so and let's look at what our values as scouters are. It's a legitimate thing. We're supposed to be trustworthy and helpful and all that. So this is where I kind of go, you know what? Go in and explain the situation, and I guarantee you 9 out of 10 scout shops are going to go, yep, we're there to, we're here to help you. But realize that they're also there to sell product. So it shouldn't be to jump through hoops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think I've actually turned in anything when I've gone up there to do stuff. Like if I needed like an extra belt loop or something like that for any of the Cub Scouts. Now, when we go up for like to grab something for like a pack meeting, yeah, we have the whole sheet. Yeah. But it's like we never hand it to them. We're just like, okay, I need 10 of these. I need 10 of these. It's more of like an inventory list to make sure we have it. So.
Yeah. On my recent trip out to Connecticut, we stopped at a number of scout shops, and it's amazing how you see the same thing, the same layouts, but how talking with the staff, how certain things are done differently.
Right.
For instance, in the Twin Cities here, our main scout shop, you send in the report, they'll pull the stuff for you and have it ready for you when you stop in.
Nice.
Which is really cool. And so they've got a nice little connection with the council, and they get that paperwork over and such. And so, but every scout shop and every council kind of has a different relationship. And if you didn't know, every council gets 10% of the sales from their scout shop, even when you order online.
So usually they share the same building as the scout office.
In the Twin Cities here, our main scout shop just moved into our council offices. We had 4 in the Twin Cities at different locations.
Yeah. Well, that 10% kind of covers their rent. So
Well, no, 10% goes to the council.
Right.
Off of all
Which is
sales.
paying the rent on the building. So
I don't know. That I don't know.
Yeah. So
I know. Again, this was my first time as the advancement chair, so I sent them the online purchase order, and I actually is a PDF that I sent them, and actually had to cross out, I don't need this, because we have those patches on hand.
Yeah.
And when the council staff person emailed me back, oh, we need the advancement report.
Yep.
What? Why? Yep. It's in Scout Book, and
which should be related.
Okay, fine. I just pulled another report and sent it, but okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, Mike, one thing that I learned just recently, I double bought stuff because the person that was doing advancement for us, I came in to pick up end of year stuff. They didn't close out the PO. So make sure you go back into Scout Book and mark it off as awarded. Otherwise, it stays in a PO and you may end up reordering it.
Yeah.
Yes. And the previous advancement chair actually gave me that information and said, hey, by the way, I marked these as awarded. Here's some bags of some stuff that's not physically been awarded.
Yep.
But if I didn't mark it as awarded, then it would prompt us to repurchase it. So,
correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. And that's good for others that might be watching this to make note of, especially if they're taking on a new advancement responsibility.
Hey, Matt. Yeah. You have a promotion for. Tell me more about your promotion, about that patch. Tell me about that. I mean, this is exciting.
The Liberty in Action Challenge is a partnership between Scouting America and America 250. So it is a challenge, quote unquote, that you can do with your scouts, and a lot of it is, built around America's 250th birthday that we've got coming up in less than 30 days. I just posted a video about it yesterday or the other day. I can't remember when I put it out. And it's your scouts doing things for the community, learning about, America, learning about scouting and how it has impacted America, and then like doing creative things that center around the 250th. So it's a dangle patch. You can buy it from the what's it called? You can buy it from the scout shop. It's less than $5. And though it is a challenge, there is no like paperwork that you have to fill out. So it really is on Scouts Honor. So if you and your unit want to do it, you guys can go ahead and do the different activities and all that. And what I found was really cool is that if you go to the Scouting America website and you type in the Liberty in Action Challenge, they will provide you with a PDF that has a bunch of different activities for the Cub Scout ranks. So just like any of the Cub Scout adventures, like you can click on and they'll have those little squares with like, is this an indoor and outdoor activity? What are the supplies? How long does it take to set up? They have that for these different requirements within these 5 sections of the challenge. So it's something that I think would be really cool for my scouts and I to earn right before the 4th of July parade. So that way you have it. Because like Scouting America has a bunch of different patches like let's see here.
You got
like this, this is America 250 patch that they've got there, and they've got the lifted embroider.
Nice.
And everything.
Double embroidered there.
Exactly. Yeah. I was actually thinking about because big man in the woods talks about how people send him patches and stuff from the US, and theirs are all like flat printed, but ours are embroidered, so they have that 3D texture. So if I can find another one of these ones, because these ones apparently they just disappeared as soon as they were available. And my committee chair, when she was going there to get the awards for one of the PAC meetings, says, "Hey, do you want 3 of these for my kids?" And I said, "Absolutely." Yeah. So I have that. So that's the challenge. It's available until next February. So you have until next February to knock it out, and you really just have to do the stuff. And in the video, I talk about take a ton of photos with it, like build memories, go out there, have fun with it, and then use those photos as like recruitment tools later on in the fall. Because Cub Scouts, like I do preach to year-round recruiting, but in the fall when families have just moved in and they're starting the new school year, that's when you get a lot of interest in the program. Having things like, hey, here's what we did this summer. We're spoiled out here on the West Coast or on the East Coast. So it's like we got to go see the Liberty Bell, and then we also got to go see the Washington Monument, and we did it, and we got to earn this cool patch for the 250th. And for some reason, like kids love this, like people love these things and all that. So it's just another incentive to get the kids interested in America 250, because much like the Eagle Scout thing, they don't understand the gravity of like, hey, this is a cool celebration, because our country, like you're alive and conscious to be able to celebrate America's 250th birthday. So like it's not a once in a lifetime, because they'll be around for the 300th, but it is like a very good milestone. So
if only there was a video that we could watch on this.
If only.
Perhaps
down the road, I plan to put a little thing up somewhere.
Well, perhaps Mike can find the Roaming Scouters video on.
Yes, perhaps I can do that.
Put that in the chat for everybody. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and section 5 of the requirements is to like do a service project that aligns with American ideals. So you can do a lot of different service projects that you have throughout the year, and that is a part of a larger scouting initiative called Impact 365. So they have a couple of different themes, and obviously this year is America 250.
Right.
And then the next couple of years, let me pull it up real quick so I'm not just talking out my neck. Next year is the environment, and then in 28 it's schools, and then in 29 it's safety. So it's all about having an impact in your community, and they want to make sure that they put a spotlight on service and everything. So Scouting America is going to be pushing this Impact 365 initiative for the next at least 4 years.